On tonight's episode,
Judge give heroin dealer found with 83 bricks, 5 months in rehab. Frank Ocean is getting sued by his poppy, yes, his actual father. And Trump has some thugs in Ohio apparently willing to work with him. She had been posting all damn day. I'm looking like, bitch, call the lawyer. Like, what are you doing? Call the damn lawyer and get the money.
Like, he said... We talk about this shit every week. I'm so fucking tired of talking about Donald Trump. Like, I really am. Like, and it don't matter, like, what we say. Like, them motherfuckers, them trailer trash ass, greasy face ass, no teeth having ass motherfuckers that live in the trailers in the middle of the woods. They don't give a fuck. He can run this country down the drain.
My mom was wondering if Donald Trump pushed her down because he's so abusive. You know how he
No, you know he
fingers.
did. You know she said something wrong and he like toppled her ass over. She said like, no.
Blog Talk Radio.
This is your host, Angel Vandrina.
And I'm your host, John Mosby, and you are listening to Confession Session.
Woo! Hey! Another game is on. I know a lot of people are getting things popping right now, but we are still on and we are still live today. How y'all doing? How are you feeling? How are you doing this evening, Jen?
I'm doing well, you know, not paying attention to the Super Bowl at all. And that's why I figured, you know, because I was talking to a couple of my friends today, and they was just like, oh, wow, y'all still doing the show? And I was like, yeah, I'm sure, I'm like 100% positive. 97% of the niggas that listen to the show is not interested in the Super Bowl. And if they are, it's more so for the commercials and Lady Gaga performing. And I feel like they would probably watch Lady Gaga's performance online. Like, I don't think it would even be I have to see it live kind of situation. So we're going to keep this shit brutal. You said, go ahead.
Just unless they want to just get some first-hand craziness that may happen, you know, they'll go ahead, oh, let me screenshot this and post it real quick because you look crazy. You know, that's the only reason why. They're not good.
How's everything been going with you?
My last few days have been awesome. My mom has had my son for the weekend, so I got a lot of things accomplished at home, and I'm excited and happy and, you know, looking for homes and just different things like that. A lot of things been going on, a lot of excitement. So everything's been pretty good, but, you know, we are definitely going to get this show popping, guys. And before we get the show popping, Jen is going to give y'all a quick spiel on our Black History spiel of the day.
Absolutely. So in our second installment of Black History Confessionals, I would like to focus on Robert F. Smith, founder, chairman, and CEO of Vista Equity Partner, which was ranked the #1 private equity firm, bringing in $2.46 for every dollar. That's crazy. Also, Woo! Smith is the second wealthiest African-American man in the country right after Oprah Winfrey. Smith is a fourth-generation Coloradoan. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. With both his parents having PhD, Black excellence is just in the family. Mr. Smith received his bachelor's in chemical engineering at Cornell University before working at Kraft Foods, earning 2 European and 2 American patents. In 1994, Smith joined Goldman Sachs, and from then up until 2000, he acquisitioned over $50 billion in assets. In 2000, he founded Vista Equity Partner, and currently the company has over $26 billion and cumulative capital investments. Not 26 million, 26 fucking billion. And he's 54 years old.
That is absolutely amazing.
Yes.
And it's good to see things like that, and it's amazing to see people that are doing amazing things in their life, you know. And that just shows you education just goes a long way. So get out there, get educated, go to school, you know, and still go after the dreams and everything that you want. It's difficult, but just go ahead and at least get the bachelor's. You know, I mean, associates, that's what I have right now. I need to go back. I am going back to get my bachelor's, but it's so important. I mean, you want to make money, this is what you have to do. You know, do it right now before shit get even worse. Because it's going to get worse, okay? But also, guys, don't forget to check out our Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Tumblr, SoundCloud, and, of course, our podcast, Blog Talk Radio. And check out the website, www.confessiontous.com. Jen is going to hit y'all with our confession of the day.
Absolutely. Question of the day. Why do people lie about having plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Again, why do people lie about having plastic surgery? And let's get into those, confessionals.
Hot bag.
So, Angelica, I'm going to throw one at you. This is one I was just reading, and I feel like we should talk about it because, it's just crazy. So, I didn't say anything to you about it, but I just think it's just like, damn, this is crazy. So, Nicki Minaj is going off on Giuseppe Zanotti. If you don't know, like, she speaks highly of him. But anyways, the fashion label has basically made a line inspired by her, but they did not pay her. So according to that grapevine, it says Nicki Minaj took up to Twitter to get in Giuseppe Zanotti's ass after the Italian designer debuted a new sneaker collection with her names, but didn't pay the curvy rapper any coins. Zanotti's new Nicki sneaker retails for $675 and are pink python printed leather low top sneakers. Yet, unlike with other collaborations with artists, such as Jennifer Lopez and Sneaker Zane, the designer reportedly denied Nicki's collaboration request and wouldn't even take her agency's calls. It says, recently, when he gave other artists capsule collections, my agency reached out and was told they're not taking our call. She then accused the designer of racism, disrespect, and encouraged her barbs to let the world know with the hashtag Giuseppe was good. Also, the designer Tom Ford stepped in and said, in total, there are 23 different shoes named after her. Run me my check, hashtag Giuseppe was good. What do you think about that?
That's crazy. If you using her products, then paying her money overall. This is at the end of the day, this is just business. I'm not trying to do this to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to be on here, being reckless or ratchet or thuggish, whatever ways that you and your company would like to put it. But run me my coin, because this is absolutely unacceptable. Nicki Minaj, she needs to definitely handle this as a business, from a business point of view, and stop, what's good, doing this and that. Like, stop being hood radish and go in, get your lawyers popping. This is what you have lawyers for. This is why you have money, to go in, and when people do things like this, go ahead and get what you deserve. Go get your money, but don't act silly and stuff. She had been posting all damn day. I'm looking like, bitch, call the lawyer. Like, what are you doing? Call the damn lawyer and get the money. Like, you doing the most. You spending all this damn time where you could have gotten shit. This shit could have been handled in 15 minutes. I could handle this shit in 15 minutes easily. Make a few calls. All right, let's get you in court. I got you a court date. Let's get it popping. I got the information. I got the paperwork. You are all set. You are set to get, however money they sold, full 100%, because this is your name. Like, instead, she want to sit there posting on Instagram and on Twitter and shit all day. What's good? I mean, my money. I'll match you with St. Jude's. Like, shut the fuck up and just go in and call your lawyer.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Why do you think they didn't reach out to her? Or why are they not returning her calls when clearly the line is based off of her?
They're not returning. Personally, from a business point of view, what they try to do is maybe try and switch a letter in the name, or try and switch the brand so it won't seem as if it's hers, but she's, hopefully she won't get it, but she's smarter than that. She's like, oh, hell no. Like, I'm not stupid. This is clearly named after me. Run me my check. And now they're like, damn, like, we done fucked up. They trying to come up with a plan or, some type of paperwork where it states, some stuff, and possibly she ain't even signed it, but, oh, look, this is in your contract. You didn't have to sign this page, but you went over it. Who knows what's going on? Maybe they're scared, but if lawyers get involved, they're going to have to respond.
To pay. So, they're going to have to pay some coin, definitely.
Yeah, so, we're going to keep you guys up on this, but, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy that you would even...
I think it's really interesting that, like they were saying, that they've worked with celebrities in the past, like Jennifer Lopez and Zayn, and obviously it was like a collaboration. I, have a hard time with, clearly I've heard, Nicki Minaj talk about Giuseppe, and if they're inspired by her, why it couldn't have been like a collaborative effort, like they think she's too ratchet for the brand, or, what I'm saying? Like,
Don't know.
That was kind of crazy to me. Or maybe she's just too high. She's just too high key. Like as far as like what she, you know what I'm saying, like what she charges will probably out of their budget limit because Nicki Minaj was clearly hotter than Jennifer Lopez and Zayn. So, you know what I'm saying? As far as like, you know, A-listers, Nicki Minaj is like A list. Like, so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we'll definitely keep y'all up on this story. It is interesting.
Yes.
And we're going to keep you up to date.
Of course. I knew you already knew about it, but I was just reading about it. I was like, let's just talk about this on the show. So, you know.
Yeah.
Don't
worry. I'm ready, baby. I'm always ready.
Okay.
You know
so I got another one. No, I'm just playing.
Okay. No. Oh. Like what? No. But Omarosa, I got one. Omarosa apparently broke her punk ass leg. She was reportedly this happened last month, so and it's only been 5 days in February, so it happened in January. But we don't know if she's actually broken her leg or not. Apparently, she was taken to a local hospital in Maryland on Friday to treat her injured leg. You guys know who Omarosa is? He's the 42-year-old coon who is assisted to President Donald Trump. She's the director of communications as well as the Office of Public Legion, the communications for them. She was injured last month. She was driving from the White House in a government vehicle to the Walter Reed National Military Medical Center in Maryland, but it's unclear if she actually broken her leg. However, she was seen in a walking boot. So that's interesting that she's breaking legs and hurting herself. My mom was wondering if Donald Trump pushed her down because he's so abusive. You know how he
he did. She said something wrong and he like toppled her ass over. She said like no. Trying to be a strong black woman. Leg broke as a motherfucker. Girl, let's call the ambulance. No, I'm fine, Mr. Trump.
Right. It's okay.
Your leg is broke right now.
I'm getting paid. It doesn't matter.
I mean, do you think it's like bad karma that like she been talking all this shit and it's just like right afterwards her leg broke like a motherfucker? Like.
Yes. Talking about, I hope you had this kind of joy. Straight broke your leg though. Like,
but I ain't gonna lie. Like, I can't say Omarosa, but I'm sorry. Like, I still watch that clip almost every day. Like, she went in on Joey Behar ass. Like, I do, because I was just like, this bitch was reading like a dictionary. Like, I've never seen reads like that in my life. Like, and y'all know I can read like a motherfucker. Like, I was taking notes, like, how can she stay so calm and not,
She do be calm.
Yes, be calm and be going in like a motherfucker. Like,
dude,
Jordan was saucy as hell. She's like, well, you do the whatever, girl. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got no comeback. You be mad. Whatever. Like that's
the thing when you educated and you a black woman and you don't play that and you know that you educated and you know that you went to a college, there's nothing that nobody ever can say to you that you would feel offended by. Trust me, it's one other. Omarosa definitely reminds me of my manager. Like she's not gonna be kicking it as Donald Trump assistant. However, she is just like that. She's been put in so many different situations where, she's like the only African American and she's in a higher up position besides the big manager. And like people have to answer to her and she does not care. Like she would tell somebody exactly what it is and just be so calm and educated. She ain't got to even swear about it. Just let me tell you how to do this. And I'm like, dang, like she is going in right now. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Like it's lovely. So yes, but I do understand. But I still don't like Omarosa because she's just irritating.
No, she definitely is irritating. Like I've never been a fan of Omarosa. Like she's so fucking annoying. But anyways, let's get on to the real topics. So comedian Chelsea Handler took to her Instagram to let bitches know she is unapologetic for being too political. She says, I had a friend today tell me that I was being too political, that I was being too aggressive. I am a white woman, and I have a lot of privilege. I make a lot of money, and I don't have a lot of problems. And a lot of what this administration has proposed thus far won't even affect me personally. I don't need Planned Parenthood. I can pay for my own medical care. I'm not an immigrant. I was born here. I'm not Muslim. I'm not Mexican. I'm not black. I'm not gay, or I'm not transgender. But I know this country is based on inclusiveness, on welcoming people, on loving people that are not like you, on not worrying about how something impacts your life personally, but how it impacts all the people around you and all the people that aren't around you. It's compassion and it's empathy. I will fight for it. If I come off as being too aggressive, it's because I care so much about doing the right thing.
Dude, Chelsea Handler is my wigger. She is speaking the truth. She is speaking the truth. After I read this article, I went and I just started looking for what she's been talking about, what she plays on, who she is, her background, because it's like, this is so true. She is the typical person who you would think that would sit up there and not speak up, and she's doing the exact opposite. And for people to be sitting up there, her friends telling her that she's being too political, it's like, are you kidding me? Like, she's a beast. She even took a photo, like, sticking up her middle finger saying, fuck you, Donald Trump. And I'm like, yes, she is not playing, and she don't care. You know, and that's where, because she's a huge platform, as people have been saying. This is the type of things that matter. We need more Chelsea Handlers to get out here and speak the fuck up, seriously.
And I agree 100%, and that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? I had a conversation with a couple weeks ago. I don't know if I talked about on the show with someone that I know who's white. You know what I'm saying? And she basically said, she was like, you know, I have nothing to do but respect the president. You know, nothing has to do with me. I'm going to live my life. And I feel like that's how a lot of white women feel. A lot of white people in general. It's just like they know it's not okay, but because it doesn't affect them, they're not going to say anything about it. You know, and I didn't think about it at the time. I was just like, this bitch is really crazy. Like, you know how I am. Like, if I know, like, a conversation is not going somewhere where I want it to go, and if I'm not in the setting to where I can be real and cuss somebody out, then I'm just going to be like, oh, okay. Like, and that's
right.
it. Like, conversation's over because, bitch, you're not making any fucking sense. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I am proud of Chelsea, and I have been a fan of Chelsea, and I think it's so dope that she is speaking up for, you know, a lot of the mishaps that's been going on in this country. Because, honestly, for a long time, I looked at Chelsea as, like, even though I liked her as a comedian, I looked at her as one of, like, these white women that, like, you fuck niggas, but you don't really care about issues. Like, you know, because there are a lot of women like that, like, a lot of white women that will date black men, will fuck on black men all day. But then they act like they don't understand nothing. You have a mixed-ass baby, and then you want to tell the baby, no, you're not black, you mixed. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, those bitches. Like, I can't stand them bitches. Like, and to realize, like, that she's so woke, I think it's really dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm proud of her. And I am more of a fan than I've ever been, honestly.
Me too, 100%. Peers, guys, that two major department stores have dropped Ivanka Trump clothing line. Ivanka Trump is Donald Trump's first daughter. And these stores announced Thursday that they'll no longer be carrying her clothing and shoes in the stores based off performance. The store said observers noticed that Nia Marcus also no longer is offering her jewelry line on its website. Wednesday, as of Wednesday, it was 15 products that was on the jewelry line that was listed on the site. And soon as Nordstrom, they took those off, it seems as if the other store, Nia Marcus, it is no longer carrying that brand also. So Nia Marcus, they actually have not commented, and so we don't really know if it's actually clear or not, if the line has been dropped, but they're not responding. However, Nordstrom, they did release a statement on Thursday night confirming its decision to drop her line, stating each year we cut about 10%, refresh our assortments with the same amount. However, based off her performance, they decided to no longer buy that for the season, no longer buy her product for the season. And they denied that any of this had to do with politics or the boycott business, the Grab Your Wallet campaign. And so they stated this had nothing to do with politics, but this is what they decided to do. So it's interesting that she's been dropped possibly from 2 major brands. And I'm just wondering, like, really this has not anything to do with politics? Because to me, I'm thinking it has everything to do with politics.
I definitely think it's a mixture of both. Definitely, I don't think the line was doing great, because don't get me wrong, it don't matter who the fuck was in it. Like, if the line, I mean, if her clothing line was bringing in the real coin, like Neiman Marcus would have kept it and would have been saying some all lives matter shit, because at the end of the day, business is business. But I don't think her line was, I think her line probably did all right, but it wasn't successful. And then all the stuff going on in the media with her and her family. So it's just like, it would be a better look for them to do that anyways. Like, even if you don't agree with everything right now, like, the best thing to do, if you are neutral or if you have no say-so on what's going on, is to lean a little to the left. You know what I'm saying? Cut off all ties. Because people are going to respect you, and it's going to make people want to, you know what I'm saying? Because Neiman Marcus has always been too expensive for me. Like, you know, my mom used to shop there. I mean, we'll order shit offline because we never had one in Milwaukee, but I always look at that shit like, I'm not spending $500 on a damn T-shirt. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, now it's making me, you know, maybe want to look at a Gucci belt or two. You know, be a hood nigga a little bit, you know.
Shut up.
What about you?
Yeah. That's just, I feel, you know, exactly the same way. It's interesting. I definitely feel like it has something to do with, you know, the campaign, or not even, but Donald Trump being her father. You know, I feel like if he wouldn't have won, this wouldn't have had anything to do with it. But also the fact that she stated that she was, you know, taking a break from her clothing line and her jewelry collection, that's interesting too. It's like, oh, okay, well, if she's taking a break, you know, maybe she don't have time for this because her father's president. She has to serve him or help him out with whatever he may need help with. So, you know,
but I thought,
I mean, because that's,
go ahead.
What?
No, it's just, I thought that was illegal to do, like, any business while you're, because she is working for his administration, isn't she? So I thought it was illegal to do any sort of business while you are under the presidential administration. I don't know verbatim, but I thought it was something to do with it. I think that was the whole thing with, like, the Trump Hotel in D.C., you know, the issues, and, you know, like his her husband being a part of the administration, everything that he was doing. Because, but the thing is he's doing exactly what the fuck we thought he was going to do. Like, he said, we talk about this shit every week. I'm so fucking tired of talking about Donald Trump. Like, I really am. Like, and it don't matter, like, what we say. Like, them motherfuckers, them trailer trash ass, greasy face ass, no teeth having ass motherfuckers that live in the trailers in the middle of the woods, they don't give a fuck. He can run this country down the drain. But at the end of the day, if he's saying some shit that's disrespectful to people that are non-whites, they are going to be down for it. But we said what the fuck it was. He got into this administration for business.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, everything that he did, every move that he's making is to better suit himself when he leaves office. He do not give a fuck about this economy. It's about Trump.
That's true.
And I don't understand what it's going to take people to see that. Like, that's why I don't even like having a conversation with people.
But people are starting to see. It's just, I think people are starting to see that because he's doing his travel. Some people that it's immediately affecting, like people that work for the government or white people that were that were on Obamacare and shit like that. But as far as these motherfuckers that's working for, you know what I'm saying, your down home, you know, mechanic, you know what I'm saying, that's not even on Google, like you can't even Google Maps and shit, they don't give a fuck about none of what's going on. Like, they really don't. Until, you know, food stamps get cut off, that's when they're going to wake the fuck up. And it's not going to get that far. It's just really gross. Like, I'm just tired of talking about this damn shit. Like, for real. Well, it's going to be a long time coming because this motherfucker's going to be in office for the next
That
4
is
years,
crazy, though, right? Like, it's only February. Like, it is, like, do you think about that? Like, it's just like I'm counting down the time, like, 4 years that this motherfucker's going to be in office.
Right,
and it's just like,
damn near 30. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know that too, but it's just like we already have enough for him to get impeached. It's just like, why is he not getting impeached? And then, like, I was reading this article online, and they were saying, do Americans feel like he should get impeached? And there's still a lot of Americans that do not feel that way. Like, that's what I'm saying, Angelica. Like, they feel like nothing that he has done ever is fucking wrong, and they're gonna still be siding with him. The same motherfuckers that like Ronald Reagan, old racist ass, with his crackhead ass wife.
Well, they'll see real soon. Soon as he, like you said, food stamps and shit get cut off, and because they doing drug testing and stuff now right here in Milwaukee. Like, okay, well, you gotta take a test to get these stamps and stuff like that. So once it start getting all bad, and you know that it start being shown that you're a drug user, it's gonna be a sad world. Now then they're gonna start hating Donald Trump. You know, but it's crazy.
Is it my turn?
Oh, yeah, we're talking about the Ohio pastor.
Oh, I could have sworn I seen, like, okay. Pastor Dale C. Scott told Omarosa and Trump that he spoke to Chicago's top gang thugs and they wanted to work with this administration. They're going to commit that if they lower the body count, we come and do some social programs. Trump responded, if they're not going to solve the problems, what you're doing is the right thing, then we're going to solve the problem for them because we're going to have to do something about Chicago. Because what's happening in Chicago should not be happening in this country. However, when Fox 32 asked Scott, who doesn't work or even live in Chicago, about lowering the body count for new federal programs, he said he misspoke. He said he had a lack of sleep, which caused him to tell Trump that Chicago gangs offer to lower the body count. And actually, he spoke to one former gang member, not any gang leaders, a former gang member.
This is some dumbass shit. Like, who believes this fucking story? Like, you spoke to somebody who used to be in the gang. Like, why are you not in the gang anymore? Why are you kicked out? And then how you going to sit up there and speak to the media when you talk lack of sleep? You had a lack of sleep. Like, is this what you do when you're preaching? Do you have a lack of sleep and just start preaching random nonsense to people? Like, that's ridiculous. I don't know.
Girl. He acted like he got on camera. He got in front of the president, and he was just like, let me just kiss some ass. I don't know what's going on. Even though I don't like you, I'm just going to make you seem like you Jesus, because that's what motherfuckers do. Like, you know what I'm saying? When the money comes and when the cameras come, bitches are fake as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even pastors. Like, how you saying all this shit? You don't even live in Chicago. Like, is Ohio even near Chicago? Like, I don't, it's just like I'm just thinking, like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, he was really going off, like, going in, like.
That's just dumb.
I wonder what Trump, like, I wonder if they asked him about that whole situation. Like, he probably didn't care. Fuck that nigga. Like,
he did not care at all. He was like, wait, from Ohio? Where is that? Like, I can see Donald Trump.
He probably don't even remember speaking to the guy about anything. Like,
he doesn't.
I said what? And we said what? Oh, okay.
When did this happen? I don't remember that.
All right. Nigga, we're on about it today. And it's like, you did all that shucking. Like, you know what I'm saying? For what? Like, for what reason? And now you embarrassed.
No jiving.
Like,
no jiving.
You done lost a couple members of your 50-member congregation for what? Was it worth it? Now you got 47 members. Like, what are you going to do now? Like, and you know all them niggas wasn't tithing in there either. Like, you know they wasn't.
You are so silly, dude. Oh, my goodness. Do not make my stomach hurt. Now, you know I had a little bit of my system. Calm down.
Oh, God. Let's move on. According to Relax TV, go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. I'm just like, no, seriously, I'm threw back a few.
Yes. So according to Relax TV, 30-year-old Gary Fox was arrested by Toms River police 9 months ago. He was arrested for possession of heroin with intent to distribute, possession of over 50 grams of marijuana, and possession of marijuana with intent to distribute, among other charges. The officers who raided his home had found 80 wax folds of the drug before their search led them to his storage unit, where he had been keeping 83 heroin bricks amounting to 4,150 doses. In June, he was caught with 40 wax folds of heroin, more than 1.5 pounds of marijuana found in his home. Before pleading guilty, Fox had agreed to undergo rehab between the months of November and January after being found eligible to have his sentence dramatically shortened. Hold on. Under the state's drug court program, Jersey Governor Chris Christie implemented the reform effort in his state after deciding to approach drug addiction in parts as a sickness. Under the program, the law pursues justice with a preference towards rehabilitation over imprisonment.
Drug addiction? He's not addicted to fucking drugs. He's a beast. He's a drug dealer. Like, what are they talking about? You would reduce it. What the fuck? You said Jersey? Everybody, let's go to Jersey. You selling drugs, go to Jersey, because you get caught with $1 million worth of drugs, you get 5 months in rehab. You don't even got to go to prison. You go on to rehab. Like, what kind of shit is that? Somebody got paid. And it's the judge. The judge got paid. Like, there's no way. Like, he's not addicted. Like, he's addicted. We're going to send him to rehab for 5 months. That's crazy.
I think it was a couple of things, in my opinion.
What you think?
I think that he definitely was a rat. For one, he definitely gave up everything. Everybody he knew, what he had for breakfast that morning, what toothpaste he used when he brushed his teeth. And then also I feel like certain drugs, I think they're more lenient on, like heroin. A lot of white people use heroin. And obviously they're not processing, or I don't know what I'm saying, that I don't know the terminology, but people are not being charged with heroin like they're being charged with crack and cocaine for obvious reasons. And I think the program was definitely implemented because of that. You know, it's so many people out here. Like somebody that went to our high school, I don't know the kid's name, but we definitely was like in English class together, but he had recently died of heroin. I don't know if I should say that on the air because I'm not trying to. Did you see any of that, Angelica?
No. Somebody you knew?
I mean, I didn't know him personally. I just knew him like in passing, like we were in class together. But I
was in your class too?
I don't know. I really don't know. It was like an English class. Were we in English together? It was maybe I want to say it was an English class. I'm not sure. I'm not positive, but I'm almost positive for English because I always feel like high school is a blur. Like besides like you and like our core group of friends like you, Shakur, and Brandon, and Brandon. I don't remember bitches. Like I really don't know like what's going on and like who's who. Like honestly.
I know. I feel you.
But it's just more so like I feel like with white people with their drug addictions and everything that's going on is when shit happens to them, it's like it's a slap on the wrist. It's just like, you know better. You're better than that. Sorry. And I think that's why this whole drug program was implemented because they don't want to prosecute. That's what I want to say. They don't want to prosecute them with the intent that they were prosecuting us. But I feel like these heroin users and these heroin drug dealers, they need to get the same amount of time as these crack users. And, you need people to fill up the jails. So it's a lot of motherfuckers that's doing illegal shit out here, too, that you can fill them up with. It don't have to be just black people, okay?
That's true. That's crazy. That is so crazy. But you guys also thinking of something that is even well, I can't say this is even more crazy, but it's crazy as hell, too. Frank Ocean is being sued by his dad, who said that his son had smeared his good name by claiming that he was a bigot. Calvin Coxley, who's Frank Ocean's father, he filed a defamation lawsuit over a Tumblr post that was wrote last year in the wake of the Orlando massacre. On a post, Frank Ocean accused his dad of using a homophobic slur. Years and years ago, when he was a kid, he said that he was in a restaurant with his dad. He was about 6 years old, and his dad called their waitress, which was a transgender, a faggot, and he dragged him out of the neighborhood diner and said that he wouldn't be served by her because she was dirty. Calvin, his dad, claimed that the story was bullshit and said that it damaged his financial opportunities in film and music, and he wants his son to fork over $14.5 million in damages. He also claimed, he also sued Russell Simmons in 2014, claiming that he was a deadbeat because he claimed that he was a deadbeat father, and that lawsuit was for $142 million. He's trying to get some more money.
It's like, yeah, that's to me, it looks like he's just trying to get corn. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't have any proof, so I guess, you know what I'm saying, he could sue him off of defamation because it's just like, how can you prove that he said that? But, I mean, I believe Frank Ocean. A lot of motherfuckers out here, like, really be homophobic and they don't realize, like,
I believe that, too.
Yeah, what they're saying. And it's just like, how you just go disrespect somebody's truth? If that's what he feels and, you know what I'm saying, that's what he went through and it was hard for him because you were part of the reason why it was hard for him to embrace who he was sexually, like, how are you upset about that? Like, nigga, that's something you have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Come to terms that once upon a time you were a bad person.
Yep. And I bet he actually possibly did that on purpose. You know, like, he probably knew, because at 6 years old, like, you know, he was probably, you know, doing weird things or, you know, focusing on weird stuff. And, like, come on, as a parent, you know when you're a kid. I don't give a damn how old this was or how many years ago. You know when your kid will be. I feel like you should always know when your kid is gay. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like, I don't know why you wouldn't know. You know, it's just weird. But, you know, with that being said, I feel like maybe he knew, because he's 6 years old at this time, you know. You know what he says in school and who he says is he likes. You know, he's a kid. He don't know no better, but you kind of know. You know what I'm saying? And, like, with him saying this, you know, he probably said something to his son because he wanted him to know that that was not okay. And he tried to treat him or trick him into thinking, like, you know, doing all of this stuff, calling the man out his name, being rude. And it's like, wow, it's not serious like that. But also that was a different time, and a lot of people did not know how to handle those things back then. So instead of trying to lie and sue and get some more money because, you know, ran through all the other money, talk to your son.
Yeah, like that's really fucked up. Like suing your son, like for embracing his truth, like to me is crazy. But that is interesting that you said that because I feel like parents, they do know, like with their child, their sexuality. Like my mothers won't admit it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like my mother or my stepmother, like they'll, till this day, they'll be like, yeah, I never knew. Like it's just like, you fucking knew. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't lie about it. It's like my dad, like even like when I talk about like, you know what I'm saying, to my dad, he'd be like, yeah, I always knew. You know what I'm saying? I was just waiting on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you was ready, you know, we always ready. Yeah. Like, but it's crazy because, like looking at my nephew, like, cause my nephew is very much, like, he's only Felton's, what, 8? But he's, like, he's very much straight, but he's very involved. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, his mother is in a lesbian relationship. Like, he's close with me, and you know, obviously I'm gay. And it's just like, he don't even think about it, but it's the fact of, you know, I think like as a straight young male, you don't put I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like, it's interesting that you said that. Like, I feel like if they thought that like my nephew was gay, I feel like people would be kind of more, I don't want to say anything wrong, but I guess they would kind of want to like protect him a little bit. But I think because they know that he's not, like they just don't really care and they just let him like.
I think it's right
around everything.
Like,
you said what?
What you think? You know, just feel what you think, as long as you're not like, he probably don't understand it much now, but as long as you're not like kissing and making out and doing all that reckless shit in front of him, it's just like, like even me and my husband, we're obviously me and my husband, but like we don't get up and make out and do all of that crap in front of him, we don't do all of that. It's more so private, you know what I'm saying? But it shouldn't be. That's not the type of things you should be doing anyways. And even with my son, like, he's 4 years old, and, he talks to me about the girl that's his girlfriend and that he like. And I'm like, boy, what the hell are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, girlfriend. But I know that he like girls, and you can just tell it's just something that you naturally know. But, yeah, it's interesting watching people grow up and stuff like that. And I definitely feel like the story was true about Frank Ocean's father, and he should not be trying to sue his son because that's a little bitch made,
It definitely is bitch made. A little mixed with, like, fuck nigga. Like, definitely. Like, he was doing the most. Like, I mean, what are you mad about? And then out here, like, and obviously because he out here suing bitches. I mean, I don't know if his dad's involved in the industry or not, but it's just like you out here just suing bitches left and right. Like, clearly, like, you just trying to get some sort of gain, like you're whack. Like.
Exactly.
Anyways, India Love wrote a heartfelt thirst trap post about her embracing her curves at a young age on Instagram. She says, "How I came into this world, it wasn't easy embracing big-ass boobs at a young age, while everyone around me wasn't even developed yet. I've always been so hard on myself for not having hips or enough ass, just because of the picture this generation paints of us women. I'm now so proud to say that everything I'm not made me everything I love me with all of me. Being a bold, confident woman speaks volumes in my life, and it keeps my crown on straight and tight. Sorry, not sorry. If this post offends you, I can only be me forever." But moments later, an Instagram posted a picture. Damn, I can't even see it. Posted a photo of her with what it looks like to have no boobs at all. And, of course, Twitter dragged her for it.
Because it's like, why you lying, bitch? Like, you have not had to embrace big boobs all your fucking life. You look like a flat-chested Chinese boy or a Hmong boy, whatever the fuck you want to say, and you tripping. Like, that's unnecessary to sit up there and jack it down. And it's just like, you don't have to lie to people. Just be who you are. Okay, you got a boob job. You probably got an ass job, too, because it look a little different, But it's just like, there's no reason to lie about it. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, you didn't even have to fucking write the post. Like, you got all this backlash because you was being stupid.
Yeah, like she definitely forced it. I think it was definitely a thirst trap, and she was trying to be like cute without being cute. Like she was just like, I'm insecure too, and I used to go through this, and it's just like, bitch, you just wanted a reason to show off your body, and then you lying on top of that, like. And it's just like her titties, at first, I think they was real because, like, they long. Like, her titties is long. And I was like, damn, when that bitch get 30, her titties going to be saggy as a motherfucker. Like I'm saying, but she just got a bad boob job. Like, that's what it looks like. She got a cheap boob job. Like, the motherfucker sit low. But it's like in that picture, like, you could just see how her titties was sitting. I was like, them titties ain't real. Like, and then when the photo came, I was like, oh, okay, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Which has to do a lot with our question of the day.
But listen, too, that's what I was talking about earlier. I was talking to my mom about it, and I was showing her the photo of her then and before, and she was just like, she was pretty much on the same thing. And I was like, well, yeah, that's because she got a boob job, and she probably didn't go to, because she was like, her breast, my sister was saying her breast is way too big for her frame. And I was like, well, that's because she got a boob job where she didn't really care who did the boob job. She just wanted huge breasts. And when you have a breast augmentation, everybody who has one, they know that a real doctor is not going to force it because that could mess up your, stretch your skin out. And you don't want your skin stretched out. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, yeah, she just went through that surgery, had a huge, big-ass boob job with boobs that she can't even fit, that's too big for her body. And now they looking long and shit. It's like, what are you doing?
Right. She got the Mimi titties. Like, I feel like Mimi got another one, but it's like couple seasons ago, like when she first got a boob job, like her titties used to look terrible. Erica Mena too. Like, it's just like, damn, y'all bitches out here, like, y'all need to get it right. Like, because them titties is not looking tight at all. Like, supposed to upgrade your life, not just have, like, you went from no titties to, like, old woman titties. Like, that's not a good thing.
So goofy.
But should we get into the question of the day?
Yes, let's do that.
All right. Question of the day. Why do people lie about having plastic surgery? Again, question of the day. Why do people lie about having plastic surgery? If you are listening online, the number is 516-595-8282. Call in right now so we can discuss this at the moment. Angelica,
yes.
Why do people lie about having plastic surgery?
I don't know why people lie about having plastic surgery. I can see about hiding why, but like to flat out say, no, I've never had this surgery or that surgery before. I have no reason why you would lie about it. I know that, I've had a lot of surgeries before. I've had liposuction. I mean, deep surgeries that were cosmetic and non-cosmetic. Liposuction, I had a C-section, I had breast implants, and, and whatever. And it's just like, though I've had those surgeries, I've decided not to make it y'all business until, because it's not a big deal to me like that,
Right.
It's like you want to feel good about yourself because this is what you're doing. So if you're not doing it for other people, some people are. In my personal case, I was not. I just wanted to do something different, feel different about myself, shit. But why is it wrong for you to get it bigger, but for you not to get a reduction? There's some women out here that are born with huge breasts, and they want to get their breast size smaller or even a huge butt, and they want to get their butt size smaller. Like, why is it wrong for you to get it bigger but not smaller? And then also I feel like people, they think, oh, you got, this surgery, you have self-hatred, you don't love yourself. And it's like, bitch, I love myself a whole lot. Like, I can afford it. That's why I'm getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, fuck you mean?
I agree with everything with what you're saying. I think it's more so that, like, people, they don't want to have the conversation of why they went through everything. And then also I would say, for some reason, like with you, you've always been upfront with everything that you've done. But I feel like a lot of people, like, for some reason, they want to make it seem like it's natural, and clearly it's not natural. Like, what I'm saying? Like, you'll see on television, or I know people personally that have had boob jobs, and they will sit and lie about it. It's just like, I know your titties aren't real. Like, why are you sitting here telling me like your titties are real? Like, what I'm saying? It's not even a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
I don't know. Like, do you want to make it seem like you have, like, good genes? Like your family develops like this, but you're the only person in the family that looks this way. I don't really get it. I mean, it goes back to the same thing, like with something as simple as what? Like a texturizer. Like how it'll be a lot of niggas out here who, like, will get texturizers and will lie about having the damn shit done. Like, nigga, we know that you put something in your hair to get that curl pattern loosened up. Like, why the fuck do you feel like you need to lie about it? Like, it's not even that deep.
Exactly.
No, like, honestly, like, I just feel like it's stupid. Like, if you know, especially if you pay good money for some shit, be proud in it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
I'll be like,
some titties done, it's not cheap.
Right, shit, yep, exactly. This shit wasn't cheap. And I was like, doctor, I want some big boobs. Like, I actually wanted my breasts done bigger than they are right now. But I was just like, he was like, no, because he's a professional. And he was like, no, what we're not going to do is stretch your skin out and make it look crazy. We're going to do this. And I'm like, okay, well, I trust you. And when I first got them done, I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is not what I thought it was going to be. Like, but then, like, once the breast dropped, I was like, this is everything I wanted it to be. Like, and I love it, and I embrace it, and I pay good money for them. And, hey, shit.
Yes. Okay, so if you don't mind saying, like, what did you go from to what did you, like, end up?
I went from a It was a 32B to a 38 triple D.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's pretty awesome.
You want it bigger? What, you want some Wendy Williams titties looking weird as a motherfucker?
You know, I didn't know what it was going to look like, because I never had big breasts, so I didn't know how I was going to fill a bra or anything like that. You know, I was like, damn, I'm in my 20s, and I still have B-size breasts, and I'm a big chick. You know, at that point in time in my life, I was real heavy. I was almost 300 pounds. So it was like, okay, I'm a huge chick. I have these real tiny breasts. I just had a kid, which makes it even look a little bit worse. And it's like, okay, what am I about to do about this? So I just went to the doctor to talk to him about it, and he helped me out and he fixed the problem, and I was healed in like 3 months, and I was able to start really working out again. And it, to me personally, and like I said, once again, it had nothing to do with my husband, because my husband, he loved them both ways, but he's just like, now, even though he's just like, yeah, I'm still, shit, everything's still the bomb, but it's just a little bit more fun, and my confidence is through the roof and stuff. So it's like, yeah, do what makes you do to make you feel happy. You don't have to do it for your partner or your spouse or anything like that. But shit, you definitely shouldn't be lying about it, because it's like, I mean, if somebody asks you, it's just like, I guess if it's in an inappropriate area, it's like, bitch, is none of your business. But, if you already know the deal and you heard interviews and stuff, why are you being a stupid-ass bitch about it? Like, you know what the deal is. Like, but don't sit up there and just randomly throw the information out and lie about it, because it's stupid.
And then, like, with India Love, it's just like, come on, bitch. Like, niggas is nosy. Like, if some shit is not true. They say the internet is undefeated for a reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're going to find the picture with you without having no damn titties. And bitches with big titties, like, and naturally big titties, they didn't have that shit to say was 12. Like,
right, exactly.
Like, my sister Shonda, like, that bitch that had big titties all her fucking life. Like, when I tell you we was in middle school, she was in 6th grade with some damn double D's. She was in 6th grade with some damn double D's. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just not gonna come when you 18, honey. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. It's not. And that's when I realized I needed surgery. I was like 21, like, look, bitch. 23, 24.
Right.
Shit. Like, shit, like, this is, something's happening. Nothing, actually, no.
Okay.
But but Jen, you want to take that first call?
Yes. First caller of the day is a 414 number. Last 4 digits is 8952. Never mind, because they hung up. So next call is 919. Last digit is 9726. Hello.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey,
Question of the day: why do people lie about having plastic surgery?
I honestly can't even say why people do it. I guess because they want to seem like they're this perfect bitch naturally. But at the end of the fucking day, bitch, once I get my fucking ass done and get this lipo on my fucking back, bitch, I'm gonna embrace the fuck out my shit. It'll be maybe like don't ask, don't tell basis. But at the end of the day, this shit costs a fucking coin. So you damn right I'm gonna fucking say, bitch, yes, I got my fucking back fat reduced and I got fucking ass lift, and that's what it is. You want one?
I know that's right.
Yeah. No, I feel you
but
too.
No, I don't know why.
Oh, sorry, I cut you off. Hello. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was just saying I don't know why people lie about, like, there's something stupid to lie about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I totally agree. I definitely agree. But thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
I definitely agree, though. It is. It's like so stupid. Like, why are you lying about, having a plastic surgery? Just grow up. And then, once again, what India Love is, she forced it. Like, you didn't even have to write that post.
Like, she wrote a whole post about, like, her life. Like, all my life, I've been having big titties. And, I came out the womb with triple Z's. And, I just don't know what to do. And, God just blessed me with these. And, it's just horrible. But I learned to love myself. I knew that men looked at me in a sexual way at a young age, but I learned to realize who I am. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. Like, India, shut the fuck up. Like, what are you talking about right now?
India, shut the fuck up. You funny. Oh my goodness, guys. Well, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in this evening. Once again, check out all of our pages, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Tumblr, SoundCloud, our blog talk, and, of course, our website, www.confessiontous.com. This is your host, Angel Vondrina. But before we end the show, June, do you have a confession to make this evening?
Yes. So my confession is I'm not fucking with y'all bitches no more. I'm not going to be updating my weight every week because I realize that it makes me stressed out about my life. And, and I'm just not at the point where I just want to eat totally, right. But I have been making more of an effort to work out. Like I went to the gym today. I went to the gym 4 times last week. I'm trying to go 6 times a week. Like, that's my goal, is to at least go 6 times a week, because you're naturally supposed to have 30 minutes of exercise a day, even if it's like light exercise every day. So I figure if I go 6 times and not go ham, but just do necessary stuff, then eventually stuff will start looking the way it's supposed to be. But yeah, I'm not going to update my weight until March. So don't look for me to weigh in, y'all. I'm done. No more. What's your confession?
It's just, I've been doing this little thing, guys, last week. And last week was tough. Monday and Tuesday was pretty tough for me. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday was really good. I haven't got on the scale or weighed myself yet, but I am going to weigh myself next week. I'm excited about everything that's been taking place. And I'm just getting it popping. So when we get that photo shoot done in May, we can be on fleek. Yes.
I'm so excited for this photo shoot, but it's just like at the same time, it's just like I need everything to be in order. Everything, I swear everything will be in order by May, but it's just like it's scary. Like I'm just scared because it's like 25. Like my metabolism has really slowed down. Like I've been talking to like a couple of my friends, like I had conversations down here, and they be like, you tripping, you lose weight so fast. And I'm just like, usually I'm one of them people that I'll drop 80 pounds in 3 months, but this year, like this past year, it's like ever since I turned 25, it just switched. Like it don't work like that no more. And that's
your
what's scary
ass got lazy. You stopped working. Dude, you used to run like every day. Like I remember you just randomly just running in the damn rain. Like, why are you running in the rain? Like just going ham and like coming back to my house and just stanky, hot, sweaty as a motherfucker. Like what the fuck? And, like, you randomly, like, just lost all of this weight. And I'm like, because you were heavy in high school, and then, like, you just start doing this running downtown. So what you need to do is get back at your comfort zone where you like, okay, I like doing this. I'm about to get it popping. I'm about to go running. Because, I mean, that weight came off quick as hell. And then you actually start worrying about your weight. And you kept that shit off for a long-ass time. So, like, I don't know. I mean, and it's not about, anybody else. It's about how you feel. You know what I'm saying? You finna get ready and go out of town. You finna have some fun. You about to be looking good. You about to get some snug pants back on that's tight. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I miss wearing tight pants. Like I used to always wear just tight pants. Can't do that no more.
Like, I know the deal, man. But like, so just get it right for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get it popping for yourself.
Yeah.
Just keep trying. You'll be good. Finish doing your meal portions, and you'll be all right.
I know. Well, thank you. Thank you, sis. That means a lot, honestly. Like, I really just have to just get on myself every morning, just, because it's just like I work, and it's like after work, I don't feel like doing shit. And it's like I know that. Like, I know myself. And it's just like I have to get to a point in my life where it's just like. What time do you
have to go to work at?
I have to work 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? But it's like my job is far. So it's like 30 minutes plus traffic. So that's like damn near an hour. So it's just like I have to leave my house like about 8 o'clock. So I need to start getting up at least by like 5 to go to the gym and then come back.
What the fuck? You get to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. My God.
No, I said I need to start getting up at like 5 to go to the gym and then come back and then
you sound privileged. You sound privileged right now. You know
what do you
saying?
mean? What do you mean?
I mean, motherfucker, that I have to be at work at 7 o'clock. I get into work at 6 some in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I get up at 4 some in the morning to just get my workout on. You know, and then I go take my shower, get dressed, and get ready and go to work after that. Then from there, I got to go home. I got to go pick up my son from school. Then I get to come home. But when I get home, I got to start dinner. You know what I'm saying? Then I got to start working on topics and confession session stuff, keeping the house clean, all of that. Like, you sitting up here, you seem like you making up excuses.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Get that shit together. Get that shit. Okay, get this shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I need you because like you stress me out, but like in a good way. I'm just like, when you be on me, I get shit done. So you know what I'm saying?
Dude, I'm gonna have to get on you and my sister. I told my sister I'm about to get on her. I'm about to get on you too, because we all three of us must be fine as a bitch in Vegas. Okay, we are the Aquas. Okay, so we gotta be fine as a bitch.
Hey.
Right? So yes, but y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in and listening to us. We can talk for hours. We love you guys so much. Once again, this is your host Angel Vandrina,
and I'm your host Jean Mosby, and you are listening to Confession Session.
Woo! Good night, y'all.
Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. It really means a lot. Bye.
Bye-bye.